Hello there. Today we are going to Tooro, a region or a kingdom in the western part of Uganda, which this delicacy Firinda originates from, and it's simply a sauce made out of beans that you have to soak overnight. This is such a tedious job to do because you have to peel each bean one by one. But on the positive side, I really feel like it's one of those activities that you can sit down with family or a friend and you catch up. Just before you know it all, and you have a delicious meal that you just did not know how it happened. But it can be tedious if you're alone. Yeah. So this is Firinda. These are beans that I soaked overnight, preferably, and then we are just peeling them. This is me and my husband. It took us about an hour or two because we were two, and then we had chibozi, like we were talking. It did not take a lot of time. I'm going to rinse them over our hands, and then I'm going to transfer them into a pan. Now, while I do this, I want to request you to subscribe to this channel if you're new, and if you have been coming here, because apparently 89% of my viewers are not subscribed and only 11% is subscribed. In the 11%, thank you so much. I really appreciate. And the people who view but haven't subscribed, I want to urge you to please consider subscribing, as that helps me grow, reach more audiences, and make more money. Yeah, because we need money to keep this channel running. Thank you so much for being kind and understanding. And also, please don't skip those ads yet. Yeah, let them play a little bit longer. I mean, what is the least you could do? Anyways, my beans are in the water. I've added in garden eggs in Tooro or in jaggi, and I'm going to add in my combo, which is soda ash liquid. I got this from Soroti. It's much faster and much better. It tastes less stronger than the actual soda ash, and yeah, it's just going to help the beans cook much faster. And from experience, it also helps the ghee that we're going to add in much later get that taste, yeah, a better taste. So once the beans are almost ready, I'm going to add in my onions and tomatoes. As you can see, they are actually almost ready. Like 5 to 10 minutes will be good. I should be removing the eggplants at this point, but I have no business because I'm not running anywhere. Yes, yeah, no rush. Anyways, I'm going to do it now. So I'm just going to remove them because, one, I don't want them to be mixed up in my sauce because I want it super smooth. Second is because these eggplants can tend to harbor some caterpillars. Are they caterpillars or maggots or whatever? Those things that keep on coming to look for shelter in them. Yeah, I don't want those ones. I'll cut them much later. But because I do not have energy for the first time in history of my cooking, I'm gonna blend this. Please allow me this once to deviate, but otherwise you could just hold a masher and then you go on ahead and do your arm workouts. Yeah, and mash this until it's smooth. But the blending takes really a short time, and yeah, I thought I had joined the gang of let's find the easy ways of doing things that actually never exists. But yeah, this apparently was one of those dishes that was prepared on like functions because of the tedious way of doing this. And when I posted this on my Instagram the other day, a friend of mine, a follower, replied saying this was so traumatic, like you come back from school and your parents tell you, yeah, there's Firinda to peel, and now you go and sit there instead of going to play. Yeah, all the millennials are suffering from the trauma some foods caused them, but it's time to heal, darling. Anyways, let's just go in and cut open our njagi or garden eggs, or intura in my language, because of those things that we want to remove. Yes, also we didn't cut them before because we didn't want the seeds of the eggplants or garden eggs to go into our sauce just yet. So now I'm going to reintroduce them and make sure to mix this much gently, not more like me, but yeah, gently this time. And then I'm going to season with salt. You can go overboard. One thing I know about Ugandan food, you will see us adding in spices and everything, but please don't buy it. There's a time I got a complaint that, oh my god, Ugandan food is so spicy, sometimes you can't taste the actual meal. But I chose to defer because Ugandan food really is just flavored by almost all natural things like salt and water. Yeah, salt and water. Anyways, once we put on the salt, because we have already reduced the surface area of the bean, so it doesn't take a lot of salt, we're going to mix and taste, of course, as usual, and then add in our ghee. You want to be generous, because if you're choosing to be adding in fats in your food, please be generous. Anyways, add in your cow ghee that is really, really aromatic, and this is the game changer. Now, this bean sauce is one alternative. One, fantastic for children. Second, it does not taste exactly like beans. So if you really have trauma or you hate beans, this could be one of those. But as imagine if you sit down with your husband and you guys are doing this, it's much like one of those activities. Instead of spending on a vacation that you can't afford, you guys make Firinda, isn't it? You are welcome. In fact, you should subscribe for more relationship tips. Anyways, this is usually had with karo, and I mixed my cassava with millet flour, and I'm roasting it here. One, it promotes the aroma of the karo. Second, it removes the coldness in the flour. Yeah. And I've boiled my water, so I'm going to transfer the flour into the water and start mingling until this comes together. It's such a good job. A hard one, but really, really rewarding. It's not so easy, but also it's easy if you know the technique. Just keep on mingling, folding in and in until all the lumps are out. And if you touch and the karo is not firm yet, add in a little bit of flour. If it's too hard, add in a little bit of water. Keep on adjusting until you have the right consistency. Now I'm going to put in my flour in a serving basket for karo traditionally, and yeah, this flour is not raw. I saw that comment on my TikTok. This flour is not raw. If anything, even if it is, usually traditionally in the West we roast all our ingredients, so nothing is raw here. And we're going to transfer our karo here and shake it. You're supposed to shake it much more so that it can become more circular, but no, today was a lazy day. It's done. We're gonna serve and enjoy this. Look at this. You could never tell it was beans, right? Yeah, I hope you make this. The yellow beans were much easier to deal with. They even soaked in like the first 2 hours of putting them in water. So yeah, it doesn't have to be sorted here. See you soon in my next videos. Bye.